June 28th is a significant date in history, marked by several noteworthy events that have shaped the world we live in today. From political developments to scientific achievements, here are 10 historical events that took place on June 28 to 1914. Assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. On June 28, 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated in Sarajevo, Bosnia, by a Serbian nationalist named Gavrilo Princip. This event triggered a chain of events that led to the outbreak of World War I, 1919. Treaty of Versailles. On June 28, 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed in France, officially ending World War I. The treaty imposed harsh terms on Germany, leading to resentment and setting the stage for future conflicts. 1919, first non-stop transatlantic flight. On June 28, 1919, British aviators John Alcock and Arthur Brown completed the first non-stop transatlantic flight. They flew from Newfoundland, Canada, to Ireland in a modified Vickers Vimy bomber, covering a distance of approximately 1,900 miles. 1940, Fall of France. On June 28, 1940, during World War II, France officially surrendered to Nazi Germany. The French government signed an armistice, resulting in the division of France into German-occupied and Vichy-controlled territories. 1969, Stonewall Riots. On June 28, 1969, the Stonewall Riots broke out in New York City's Greenwich Village. The riots were a turning point in the LGBTQ+ rights movement, as members of the community resisted police harassment and discrimination, leading to increased visibility and activism. 1971, Supreme Court ruling on the Pentagon Papers. On June 28, 1971, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of the New York Times and the Washington Post, allowing them to continue publishing the Pentagon Papers. The papers contained classified information about U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. 2000. Adoption of the Human Genome Project. On June 28, 2000, the draft version of the Human Genome Sequence was announced, marking a significant milestone in genetics and biomedical research. The Human Genome Project provided a blueprint of the human genetic makeup and opened the door to advances in personalized medicine. 2005, same-sex marriage legalized in Canada. On June 28, 2005, Canada became the fourth country in the world to legalize same-sex marriage nationwide. The legislation granted equal marriage rights to same-sex couples, furthering the global movement for LGBTQ+ equality. 2009, coup in Honduras. On June 28, 2009, a military coup took place in Honduras, leading to the removal of President Manuel Zelaya. The coup sparked political and social unrest in the country, with international condemnation and calls for the restoration of democratic institutions. 2016, Brexit referendum. On June 23, 2016, the United Kingdom held a referendum to decide whether to remain in the European Union (EU) or leave. The final result was announced on June 24, with a majority of voters choosing to leave the EU, a decision known as Brexit, which has had far-reaching political and economic consequences. These 10 historical events that occurred on June 28 showcase a range of significant moments in history, from world-changing conflicts to social and scientific breakthroughs. They remind us of the complexities and diversity of human experiences and their enduring impact on society.